Show the price tag. So this is the Quadcopter Rockin' RC. 4.5 channel. So it won't interfere with any cameras. 2.5s do. For $50, pretty nice looking controller. Package it decently. Here's the charger. Go ahead and plug that in. Start charging the copter. Stupid little Chinese rubber pads. Super light. Super light. This is our second one.
The other one lost stability.
So we're gonna kind of see if
It's got a
problem with it or if it's just the faulty one that we had.
looks like a 650 milliamp battery. You can see that
It's quite small.
it's not wanting to clear up. That's what that is. Yeah, and that is very small. It gets about 5 to 7 minutes of flight time, depending on what you're doing with it. You're doing a bunch of flips and whatnot, which it does pretty easily. Flips are pretty cool with it. If you're doing a bunch of those, you probably only get about 4 or 5 minutes tops. The charger plugs into the thing, just a little USB cable, and then it plugs into the battery unit there. On the unit itself, on the cable, when the battery is done, it'll have a red glow. A red light will turn on. Some instructions that I don't think we've ever looked at before. And then the remote control itself uses 6 AA's.
Quite a bit.
And you want to get some good ones because they will drain on you pretty quick.
They give a run time on the info sheet there. I did actually look at it. Doesn't give much. I think something like 12 hours or something.
12 hours flight with the
Yeah,
remote. With standard batteries or?
Standard batteries.
He's got some heavy duty lithiums.
Some Energizer Eco Advanced. If you guys could send us some sponsorships, we'd greatly appreciate it.
We use a lot of batteries sometimes.
If not, next time we'll use something else and say their name. And it does have a little annoying eyepiece screw. Alright, charge time's about 35 minutes, 30 minutes. See you then.
See you then. Alright, so yesterday we started the unboxing review of the Quadcopter drone thing. We left it in the charge. Forgot to unplug it, and this is what happened. It melted. So don't do that. I think what happened was we plugged in one of them cell phone blocks that you can just plug the USB into, and it just overpowered it. So the instructions do say plug it into a computer. Listen to that, because this is what happens if you don't.
Awesome.
But it still works, so that's the good part. We did a little flying around with it last night. It seemed to work awesome. And we charged it back up, and that's when that happened. And now we'll see, make sure it's all still good. Lights up. The light will stop flashing once it syncs with the controller. And it'll come back on again and do a strobing light after it syncs. But you have to make sure the throttle's all the way down or else it won't sync. Make sure you do that. And if you're holding it like he does and you push that throttle up, you'll lose some fingers. Not really though, but you will hit yourself. Alright, and there's the strobing, letting you know it's ready to go.
3 configurations that you can run it on. I found that the middle one's the best for me.
That controls the sensitivity of the steering, going up and down, whatnot. The speed, you got the 30%, 60%, 100%. Basically, it just gives you more control over the unit.
Turning. And here's your throttle. This is for all your turning, your trims, and then your trick buttons up here. Kind of like a
little trigger on a PS4 controller.
I've never used this other button over here, so I'm not sure what that one does. Probably just opposite. This one does back flips. I think this one does front flips. I've never even had to press it. Alright, try to fly it. You go around to the front and I'll fly it off the porch.
Okay, we are outside. There is very little wind, tiny breeze. Let's see how it works. See, he's got pretty decent control over it. There goes a flip. All you gotta do is push a button and bam, it does it. So it's super easy. It looks cool.
Definitely telling us to win more today than there was yesterday.
Yeah. It seemed to have really good control yesterday. I don't know if it was because it just rained and the air was just really thick or what, but yesterday it flied really smooth out in the outside here. You can see it goes up pretty high. You can almost barely see it at this point. I think the total distance was 100 meters? 100 meters, so roughly 300 feet. Another flip. Flip. Like I said, it gets about 5 to 7 minutes of flight time depending on what you're doing with it. He's doing a few flips, so he's not going to get a full amount, but oh, it's going far. Oh, and he dropped it. So that can happen. The wind can take it. So if you're flying it outside in the wind, make sure you get on that. It's on the other side of the bush, the road. It landed normal. You can take off the road. Yeah. Look at that, he even lost it. Oh shit. He just dropped his Note 4. Not a good phone to drop on the gravel road. But hey, it shows a durability test there.
Yeah,
drop it with a case on it, and it might be okay.
Bite. Alright. See if I broke it. It is getting kind of
Yeah, it is. The wind pretty much just started picking up pretty hardcore, so the outdoor flight may not be able to happen today. Oh shit. What's he doing?
That was weird.
That was.
I'll take a look at it real quick. Make sure it broke.
So there you have it. It flies a little bit outside as long as you got no wind. And we got wind, so it ain't trying to work right now. Overall, decent drone for 50 bucks. I'm not sure where else you can get them other than Hastings and online. That's where this one was purchased, was at Hastings. That's a book and video store if you don't know what Hastings is. Could try. It just wants to flip. So that concludes the drone. Overall, pretty cool drone for 50 bucks. Works better inside if you got a good open area, or outside if you have absolutely no wind.